welcome back to Friday Reads,
where we help you find your next read. My name is Julie.
And I'm Jill. This week we're going to be looking at mysteries and thrillers.
And although our library is currently closed to the public, remember we are here for curbside pickups. So if you see a title you'd like to read as we go through this, put it on hold at infosoup.org.
All right, so for my first choice this week, I picked a classic, Agatha Christie, because she is the queen of mystery. And we have tons of these in the library, so you could spend a lot of time catching up on Agatha Christie. This one is The Murder at the Vicarage, or Vicarage, I'm not sure how you say that. This is the first book where Miss Marple makes an appearance. So, yes, so that's my choice.
And my first pick for a mystery writer is Louise Penny and her series of Chief Inspector Armand Gamache, starting with her first book, Still Life. And this author's created a detective who digs beneath the peaceful surface of village life in Three Pines for the majority of her books. But she does have a new book that just came out. It's the 16th in this series, called All the Devils Are Here. And that one she's got taking place in Paris instead of the village of Three Pines. So I am looking forward to reading that book. I've read the entire series. I don't typically read an entire series, but I like this detective. I like the villagers in the town of Three Pines. I could see myself sitting down at the bistro having coffee with them. So very excited about her new book that just came out called All the Devils Are Here.
This Jamie Jo Wright, The House of Foster Hill. Jamie Jo Wright is actually going to be at our book festival next week. I believe her talk is on Wednesday. So be sure to check that out at foxcitiesbookfestival.org. That's the right one. And you can see the whole schedule. It's all next week, including her. This is her debut book, The House on Foster Hill. This is about a widow who wants to get a new start in life, so she buys a house in Wisconsin. She's a Wisconsin author, and she immediately regrets it because, like, some mysterious past in this house comes back with a vengeance. So,
Ooh.
yes, haunted stuff. So this one is my second choice this week.
And my second choice is The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. And this one also is kind of a haunted house type thing. This is a Gothic mystery set in a smart house located near the Scottish Highlands. Think of a Victorian home that was upgraded with every smart gadget imaginable run through an app. Sounds like a fun house to be a nanny in? Maybe not. Especially when all the strange things start happening in this house. So I enjoyed this book. I have a couple other read-alikes if you like Ruth Ware books. Where the Missing Go by Emma Rowley would be a similar. The Last Time I Saw You by Liv Constantine. And One More Lie by Amy Lloyd. If you're fans of Ruth Ware, you might want to check out those authors.
I'm a fan of Ruth Ware.
I like her books too.
So my next book is An American Agent by Jacqueline Winspear. This takes place in London after World War I. The detective is Maisie Dobbs, and this is like the newest one. There's a bunch of these. The first one is Maisie Dobbs if you want to start from the beginning. But like most of these, you don't have to read them all the way from the beginning to the end. They have different mysteries for each one. In this one, an American war correspondent is murdered in London, and she is investigating it. So that's Jacqueline Winspear.
And my third pick is Never Tell by Lisa Gardner. Lisa Gardner writes both standalone thrillers, and she also writes the D.D. Warren series about Boston homicide detective, who was first introduced in her book Alone. So in this one, a pregnant woman is found standing over her husband's dead body with a smoking gun in hand, but she claims she did not kill her husband. Our detective recognizes this woman from a case earlier in which she was investigated for the murder of her father. So it kind of raises the question, how many accidents can one woman have? These books are interesting. Each chapter is told from a different character's perspective. So it's suspenseful, it's got a lot of mystery and twists, just what Lisa Gardner is known for.
This one is called Charcoal Joe by Walter Mosley. This, the detective is called Easy Rawlins. This is also the latest one, so he has other ones. In this one, it takes place in the 1960s in LA, and Charcoal Joe is this old man who he goes to Easy Rawlins because he tells his friend's son is like accused of murder, and he claims he didn't do it, but I guess the boy who is accused of murder was found standing over the bodies.
Similar theme here.
So, yeah, so Charcoal Joe.
And my fourth pick is an author you're probably very well familiar with, Sue Grafton. I'm holding her first book, A is for Alibi. She is best known as the author of the Alphabet series featuring private investigator Kinsey Milhone. Most of her books take place in the fictional city of Santa Teresa, California. She started this series in 1982 with A is for Alibi, and she got all the way through to 2017 with the publication of Y is for Yesterday. But unfortunately, Sue Grafton passed away in December of 2017, so she couldn't complete the last book, Z is for Zero. This series is probably a good series to start at the beginning, just for all the character development in her books, but this is a great one. Great series to get if you like mysteries.
She makes it easy to follow in order, too.
Yep.
Okay, so my last choice is a young adult novel. This is called A Study in Charlotte. What's fun about this, it's by Brittany Cavallaro. What's fun about this book is they're the descendants of Sherlock Holmes and John Watson, but they're teenage girls. And they want to solve a mystery at their school of somebody gets murdered, and they had to figure it out, and they become friends, and that's kind of fun. I thought that fun. This is the first one in a series too. I probably would recommend starting with the first one so you can find out more about their history, about how their fun family histories.
And my last mystery author is Tana French. I loved her debut novel called In the Woods, which introduced us to Rob Ryan and Cassie Maddox, two members of the Dublin Murder Squad that we got to know. And today I have her book, The Witch Elm. I have not read this one yet. This is a standalone of Tana French's. In this story, the main character, Toby, comes home from a night of celebrating with his friends. He surprises two burglars. The burglars beat him and leave him for dead. Struggling to recover, he takes refuge at his family's ancestral home and is trying to take care of a dying uncle. Then, while he is there, a skull is found in the trunk of the elm tree. And as the detectives close in, Toby starts to question his life, his past. So I am also looking forward to reading this book of hers. Have you read this one?
No, I have not.
Yeah.
I might now, though. Well, thank you for watching. We hope you found some good ideas for your next read.
See you next time. Happy reading.
Bye.